Feels a little bit awkward for me, but I guess that I will go ahead and get started. I'm doing this sort of as a video journal vlog, so that I can talk about what I'm feeling instead of writing it down. I do a written journal a lot, but I think that this just might be a quicker way for me to get my thoughts out and let them flow without sort of getting as tangential, or if I do get tangential, to move back from that quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want to talk about the struggles that I'm facing with exercise. I think that my relationship to exercise has been becoming increasingly unhealthy. I've done a lot of research on exercise addiction. As far as I could, there's not a lot of information out there about it, first of all. And second of all, what there is out there, a lot of people make fun of, saying, oh, like how awful it is that, in America we're in a place where we think that you can be addicted to exercise. But I think that you can be addicted to exercise. I don't know if I have an exercise addiction, just because everything I've researched about it is like, oh, well, I was exercising 8 hours a day and my weight was incredibly low, and it seems very extreme. And I thought that what I'm going through has been extreme, but I guess that it's really not compared to what a lot of people go through. I've been through. First of all, my weight. I've gained. I've probably gained 10 pounds since I started having a pretty bad problem with exercise. I don't know what that's from. I've looked it up, and it could be stress, high cortisol levels. I do have a lot of stress from working out this much, definitely. A lot of fatigue, exhaustion. I'm tired all the time. Like, I can't even do. Sometimes I have to drag myself to go get the mail at the mailbox, or, go to the store, turn an errand. It's been bad because basically this started becoming a problem when I started working from home. Up until then, I was an overweight little kid and then started exercising in middle school, and then, through high school, did sports and things like that. So when I wasn't training for sports, I was exercising about an hour a day, days a week, resting on Saturday and Sunday. And that was working for me. And then I started working from home, and just when work was slow, I found that I started, this a couple years ago, I started filling my time with exercise. And the demands I've been putting on myself seem to have been getting more and more arbitrary and ridiculous. A big part of it was with the Fitbit. Like, I had to, get all these steps and log all this activity and stuff. I stopped wearing the Fitbit, as you can see. But as you can also see, I've got my workout headband right up. Right now, no makeup on. I'm wearing workout clothes. I almost never wear makeup or do my hair or wear regular clothes, because I'm always going to work out. So typically I get up in the morning, and right now I'm training for a half marathon too. So I get up in the morning, I either run or walk the dog. If it's a day where I'm going for a run, I will walk the dog later on in the day. So I walk the dog for an hour. I'll sometimes go for a walk myself for another hour. And then I work out, doing running or high intensity interval training or spin class or some kind of cardio for between an hour and 2 hours, in addition to walks. So I would say on average, I get about 2.5 hours of exercise a day, ish, 2.5 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then Saturdays, probably an hour, and then Sundays, between half an hour, and weekends are between half an hour and 2 hours. So I've calculated things up before. It's a lot. I get a lot of exercise. And I know that, and yet I feel like I'm not doing enough because, you know, people have exercise addiction or losing weight, and I feel like, you know, I'm not losing weight. I have a lot of gastrointestinal distress. I'm bloated all the time. I feel my stomach is very upset after I eat. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone else out there is going through something similar. Sometimes I feel like my problems are invalidated by the fact that I'm not, you know, gaunt and um and not, you know, exercising on a sprained ankle or whatever. But I am struggling with this mentally. It's exhausting. It's incredibly frustrating, you know, not to want to be intimate with my husband and, you know, not to want to bother with putting clothes on and, you know, not to want to go do things with other people when it interferes with exercise, you know? I mean, I let it get in the way of stuff. I always have to find a way to fit it in. And when I have to, you know, drive up north for a holiday or something like that, or take a work trip, I dread work trips so much because I know that I can only get in, you know, an hour at the gym in the morning. Why does that bother me? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like my crazy exercise habits, or what to me are crazy, you know, maybe. Anyway, I feel like my exercise habits, let's put it that way, are the only thing keeping me from becoming overweight or obese. And I'm already not happy with my weight. I mean, truly, you know, um, I wish I was 15, 20 pounds lighter. Um, my BMI is normal. It's pretty much smack dab in the middle of the normal range. And yet, you know, honestly, I wish it were pushing closer to that underweight side of things. And maybe that's, you know, a testament to the impact of Fitspo and our thinness obsessed culture. But that's what I'm going through today. I will try to continue to make these video logs for myself. I know that the quality is terrible, and that I'm mumbling and pausing a lot and not being incredibly eloquent today, but this is truly just meant to be a journal, you know, me being able to talk my problems out rather than writing them down. So, oh, and another thing I wanted to mention is that I'll break my videos that come after this one into topics so that they're easier to digest and not quite so long and scattered. But another thing is that, you know, I think that because I don't get out and around people as much working from home, I don't have as much of a social life, and also moving to Southern California. You know, when we moved to Southern California was when I started working from home. I don't have my friend group. I don't have my family. I have some friends, but not, you know, it's not what it was, and I don't see my coworkers except every few months or so. So I think that's part of it too. Like, I think that I've lost a lot of value in losing social interaction. So I'm going to be starting a heart-to-heart Bible study at our church in September, so in a few weeks. I'm hoping that I'll be able to make some friends that way that encourage me maybe to move away from this and speak life into me. The friends that I have now down here are through fitness, through boot camp classes that I've been going to, and I really enjoy spending time with them, but it's hard because it's like the only things we do together are fitness related, and it just is like, I mean, I'm beating myself into the ground. So anyway, next videos will be broken down into topics, so that I'm not as scattered. So that is it for today. Bye.